What is up, guys? I am actually patiently waiting the arrival of my miners from MatchX, and I'm probably going to be waiting quite a bit longer for something to be coming out for my my Helium hotspot miners to be coming in. Really excited to get those ones in because I'm gonna be putting one here at my location. I'm kind of nervous because I don't know how that's gonna work out as far as connecting other hotspots. And there is one near here. Again, I just don't know if it's going to connect with that one because it's like right there. I tried to do the little Helium RF thing or whatever it's called to kind of see what kind of coverage you're looking at and stuff like that. I don't know if it's going to work. It looks like it's right there, like it should connect, no problem, but it might be slightly too far for me to connect to. And so if that is the case, it's going to suck for me and that person because that person has absolutely no witnesses. And at least if it was just us, we would witness each other. But if we're still slightly too far apart, then it's probably not going to work. So I'm going to test it with the which whenever comes in first from the Helium, whether it's the Nebra or the rack. It's going to be one of them. I'm going to test it with the stock antenna, obviously, first, and see how that works. If it doesn't work, then I'll probably be buying myself like a 10 or a 12 dBi antenna to try to get that popping, try to get that connected, because it's like everything on the west side of town seems like it has a lot of people with Helium hotspot miners, which is weird, but that's cool. On the east side of town, the northeastern side of town where I live, it's got a few hotspots, but they're so far apart as far as spacing, it's almost like you really have nothing around there. It's kind of crazy. It's weird. So hopefully with these new miners coming in that are all back ordered and backlogged, what I'm hoping is that eventually my area will start to add a few more hotspots. We still have a couple of hotspots in my area that they're red. They're red. They're not even synced. I'm just like, I don't know about you, but I'm annoyed. So if it's mine and I know that my shit is out, I'm going to be trying to figure out everything I can do to get it online. I wouldn't just be sitting around with it offline. So that's what I'm wondering, is if people are literally putting it up and then not actually checking to see if the damn thing is connected. They just plugged it in and they think it's working and it's not. So I don't know if that's the case, but there is somebody that's literally about a mile and a half or so away from me that has one, but their signal has been red ever since I looked at my location weeks ago. So I don't know what's going on there, but I'm looking forward to those coming in. The other one's gonna be set up in Houston at my parents' place, and they are in a perfect location. I'm really hoping that when I get my miner there, I'm really hoping, seriously, that the rewards are gonna be fucking phenomenal, because they're in an area where we could be witnessing a lot. Like, I was shocked about how good the placement there was, and how many people in that area have hotspots. It's crazy. So yeah, looking at that. And then when the MatchX comes in, we're gonna be setting up the MatchX obviously at my location, and I'm looking forward to that as well. Also, what I'm really looking forward to, and why I feel like MatchX, the M2 Pro, is the better miner potentially wise, is because it can mine multiple cryptocurrencies, and they are in the actual time frame. They're actually testing Bitcoin mining, which is crazy when you think about it. So not only will you be able to mine Bitcoin, but right now you can mine, basically you can mine DHX. To get that started, you need to buy DHX to bind to your MXC token to create an M-Power. Depending on how many MXC tokens you have is going to determine your M-Power, and they have a whole thing based on M-Power and how much DHX you can mine and things like that. So you can look that up if you're interested in that. Personally, I don't really mind about the DHX, but I kind of see it the way I would like to mine with the MatchX is much different. What I'm hoping and what I think is going to happen is eventually at the end of the year they're supposed to be coming out with Polkadot. You'll be able to mine Polkadot. And what I'm kind of hoping, honestly, is I'm hoping that we'll have the ability I'm hoping we'll have the ability to, or they'll just allow us to mine stuff without saying, okay, I'm allocating the miner to mine this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be nice if you can just plug it in and you can earn MXC. You can still be earning DHX if you're still mining DHX at the same time. You can earn Bitcoin at the same time. And eventually you'll be able to mine Polkadot at the same time without having to change anything in the app to say, I want it to be mining this only and this. Like, if it could just mine it all, that would be dope. That'd be dope. But eventually what I would like to do, they didn't even look. Eventually what I would like to do is have a miner for every token. So I just missed the train. So, you know, if you have to if I have to have a miner, I would like a miner just to mine MXC. You know, I would like another miner just to mine just to be able to lock up and mine DHX. So being able to lock up tokens and do that. I want to have one miner that's going to always produce free range MXC, right? So one miner that's always going to produce MXC. I'm not going to lock up any of the MXC. It's just going to be free flow, like a faucet. I'm mining it and I'll be able to use it when I want to. I want to be able to get a second miner to be able to mine MXC and DHX, but that entire process or focus for that second module would be simply to mine MXC, place it into staking account, you know, place it under staking contracts to stake it, and then to have the rest of it bind to DHX to be able to mine DHX. So continuously mining MXC, putting it in staking contracts. So it's only staking and it's only mining DHX, period. And then getting another miner, you know, eventually, which will, you know, hopefully do everything, right? You know, from there, I would like to see how they're going to do it, because I would like multiple units. You know, eventually with this thing, I would like to at least have 5 of them. But again, I don't know what they're going to do in terms of how the execution is supposed to be in terms of this mining multiple tokens, because I want to know if I could increase my Polkadot earnings when it eventually comes out by turning off, I don't know, MXC mining, or turning off Bitcoin mining, turning off something, you know what I'm saying? Because right now it's proof of participation. So I don't understand. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Are all the rest of the tokens that we're going to mine with this miner, is it all going to be considered proof of participation? Or they've already told us that So on the M2 Pro, there's 4 antenna prongs or utilities. 4 antenna utilities. When you buy the M2 Pro, they give you 3. So there's 1 missing. They've already stated that the 4th one you don't necessarily need, but the 4th one would be used for 4G/5G capabilities. So now I'm starting to wonder. Helium is on the verge of putting out their 5G equipment pretty soon. But we know with theirs, you need extra equipment to be able to make it work. You need a radio. So what I'm wondering, right? What I'm wondering is the M2 Pro gonna ever have the capability of putting up like a 5G hotspot? Will it ever have the ability to do a proof of coverage? These are the questions that necessarily haven't been answered quite yet. The only answer that I've seen about what are they doing? What are you doing, sir? What the fuck? The only thing that I've seen has been, the only thing that I've seen, they have said something about to the effect that at some point the MXC that we earn right now from proof of participation will eventually turn into a proof of coverage, or I would say proof of coverage, but it will eventually turn into your ability to earn based on the height of your signal, based on, you know what I'm saying, like things like that, which is basically proof of coverage. Eventually it's going to turn into that. And so that could be a good thing and a bad thing, because now the bad thing about it is I don't want to invest in a handful of miners, for example, and then be stuck then be stuck with miners that I can't use because I can no longer use them in the same household. That's the advantage right now using the M2 Pro. You can have as many miners in the same household as you want, and they're still going to earn. But when they change it, is that also going to change as well? Because now you're going to be stuck with a pretty expensive piece of equipment, $3,000 worth, right, per module. You're going to be stuck with that, and you're going to be trying to figure out a place to put those if it turns into proof of coverage. And that's going to suck. That's going to suck a lot. And we'll have to see if the proof of coverage in the future is going to somehow conflict with Helium's miners. They've already said it doesn't, but that's right now. If they do proof of coverage, is that going to change? Don't know yet. So those are some of the things that I'm worried about as far as these miners go. Also, just being in the place of technology where technology evolves as fast as crypto. They go hand in hand. And what are we gonna see from other companies? I just don't want to get to the point in this space where everybody is all these other tokens that come up are gonna start in the IoT space, that they're gonna come in and start making their own miners with the Raspberry Pis, etc. And then you run into this thing where people are gonna have to choose which tokens they want to mine. I don't want to find myself in a situation where we got 5 or 6 different tokens that we could be mining on IoT, but technically we can only do like maybe 2 of them because the other ones will conflict with each other. Hopefully it doesn't turn into that, and they're smart enough to do that research now to get those things worked out. So like I said, hopefully that changes here in the future. My kid wants Sonic. I can't go there. But yeah, so hopefully, yeah, hopefully that works out. But that I'm so looking forward to mining. Like, I'm just looking forward to not being put in one box of earning crypto one specific way. There's many ways to earn crypto. There's no need for somebody to sit on one avenue and try to earn on that one avenue, unless you are an expert, subject matter expert, and that's the way you just prefer to make your money, to earn your money. So if that's the case, disregard. If that's the case, disregard and move on. But if you're like me, you want to earn any way you can with crypto, then this is going to be a very fun journey. But again, yes, that is my plan. Right now, you can get the M2 Pros from MatchX much quicker than you can get a Helium hotspot miner, and that's probably my next play, is to buy another one. Honestly, I'm gonna buy another M2 Pro as soon as I get my confirmation that my item has shipped, that is shipped out. Once I get the notification that says my miner's been shipped, then I'm gonna place another order for another M2 Pro. I'm gonna place an order for it, and I think after that, I think I'm gonna work with my mom to try and get her an M2 Pro as well. She's not a stranger in the cryptocurrency space. Years ago, when I was on fire with it, I put her onto some game. I got her started with some crypto, got her started at Coinbase, got her started in investing some, and when I fell off of it, fell back, she also fell back. She didn't really feel comfortable with it if I wasn't doing it full scale anymore. And so now that I'm back in it, now she's wanting to get back into it. She wants a miner. It sucks because I've already got a Helium hotspot miner that's gonna go in her house. So she's like, oh, I told her, I was like, hey, if I'll split the rewards with you. I can give you a percentage of the rewards for letting me use your place. And she's my mom. She's just like, you don't need to do that. But I would like to learn how to, if I could earn from not doing much and just having it sit there, I would like to do something like that too. So now I'm kind of in a spot where I'm just like, damn. The Helium hotspot miner is $500. Personally, that's probably gonna be my biggest earner. So I'm trying to get with my mom now to try to figure out what we can do to get another hotspot someplace. They run a church, or they don't run a church, but their treasuries in the church, successful church around town. And my suggestion was, doesn't the church have internet? If it does, if it has internet, you talk to the pastor about getting one of these hotspots in the space. Just things, what I'm saying? Like anything that you can do, to get earning, I would say look at doing it. There's places everywhere that you can put these miners. You have to have the know-it-all and the patience to try to get it done. If I could order more hotspot miners right now and not have to wait till September, which I might do anyway now that I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I should just buy another 2 and have them waiting. I'm just unsure. And I'm just unsure because you kind of want some places to put this. You know, you don't want to be sitting on the money too long. You don't want to be sitting. You don't want to be sitting on these devices and have nowhere to put them, and your money's not doing anything. It's just being wasted. So, you know, just gonna try to see what I can do to get some more spots secured and get this thing popping. But I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to build a network, and that's a part of my pitch. That's a part of my pitch too. When I'm trying to get these some of these businesses to allow me to do this, or anybody really, is look, I'm trying to get vetted to put up to participate in putting up my own coverage. Can you help me? I pay $50 a month. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys in the next video about to order this food, and I'll see you a little bit later on tonight. Peace.